The other thing that I wanted to tell you guys about is that I'm in Nevada, and in Nevada there was a shooting on Monday at the sort of the same time as the eclipse. And basically with the family court system, we need reform. So what do I mean by that? The legal system, the court system ignites, meaning exacerbates, makes it worse, in order to elongate the case. So the attorneys are the ones that are, nudging the client for these to attack or be attacked. So that has to be addressed. And what I mean by that is there needs to be new rules in the probate court system. What I also uncovered is that the probate court system, all of you have been saying this, number one, have the right to an attorney. How come you don't have the right to an attorney? In torts, in criminal cases, you do. So if you can't afford it. And number two, there's no jury. It's a jury of one. It's just a judge. Well, we want public opinion, right? So the system is broken, no doubt. And the third big area is the conflict of interest. How many of you have gone to an attorney and they say, oh, I know the judge, or I'm one of the two people that get invited to that Christmas party? If you all are telling me that you're the attorney to hire because you knew the judge, you're flagrantly admitting that the system is corrupt because your relationship with the judge overrides the truth of the matter. So the bigger part of this is that this one took his textbook or an example and he said it was this thick, the rules on family court. Now they're deviated and changed, and why? Who changed them? Why did they change? And other parts of the clips talk about how they're really mean if you are pro se. Pro se means you don't have an attorney. So I know I'm unpacking a lot for you, but when you don't have an attorney and you represent yourself, in my opinion, it shortens the case because it takes two to tango. And whether you like it or not, and you think they're all in your best interest, they are looking for billable hours. It's their livelihood. So there's no incentive for them to cut it short, right? Now, or unless you paid one lump sum fee for an attorney, and that would incentivize everyone to be efficient. So that's an idea or an option. The conflict of interest really bothers me because these people, I know at least in Massachusetts, they go to wine tasting, they go to the same bars, they hang out together. So everything you see in Massachusetts, in my opinion, is an act. So they can yell at each other in court and complain about the other attorney, and then they're going to go hang out with them. So it's baloney. So it's a self-propagating money-making system. And so we need court reform. What do we mean by court reform? Compliance. So ironically, one of my specialties is compliance in my real job, real day, work. And compliance, there are 7 components. One of the components is policies and procedures. One of them is that you have an external or some auditing system, monitoring and auditing. Then you have policies and procedures, and guess what the most important policy and procedure is? Non-retaliatory work environment. So, I go to my attorney, hey, we haven't heard about our judgment from our 6-day trial. It's been 18 months. Do you think you could nudge the judge? No, Chris, can't nudge the judge because then the judgment will be against us. Okay, you're literally telling me that you're saying to me explicitly that there's retaliation from judges. Okay, so now let's get a little farther. Oh, but those judges retire at 65 years of age, right? Do they, though? Where do they go? They're mandated to retire at 65, but then where do they go? They go back into the system and they're consultants, or they do mediation, and those retired judges attend their conferences and all of that. So, yeah, because someone's saying, well, geez, a judge's salary is capped at $1.50, right? So what do they have to win by, well, because they want to be friends with everyone, because they're then going to refer them to the mediation, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so let's see.